Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 8 Carl Death Rumor fan reaction. So warnings will contain prediction spoilers, some of your comments, and some of your spoilers as well. This is something we started doing a little while ago with a few of the videos. A video will post on 99 Gaming, and you guys leave comments, and I'll take all those comments, and we put it over here on the spoiler channel. So if you want to be included in a future video, when a video pops that looks like it is pretty controversial, those will probably be most of the ones that we put over here. Leave a lot of comments, and we'll see exactly what people think about what you have to say. So here we go. We're going to roll through this. We'll start out with E-Dragon, who says, I love your channel. Well, I will give you a thumbs up for that, so thank you for your support. Sarp says, Carl just can't die, and 26 people agree with that. I'm not going to thumbs up that. I do like a little bit of the debate here. C. McFluffington says, it's happening. Sarp says, it's impossible. And then you'll see some people are talking about some of the other spoiler sites. You guys know who they are. David says, it's strange though, but yes, Andrea's death was actually totally unexpected too. So they compare it to some of the other deaths that are going on in there. Definitely a good call with that. There were several deaths that were unexpected. Angela G says, Carl isn't going to die because if they keep killing famous characters, a lot of Walking Dead fans are going to start getting mad and stop watching. Several people threaten to do that, Angela, but it's not always the case. So I'm going to scroll through a couple of these. Lewis says, it's funny because they don't kill main character, everyone cry and say they'll stop watching. And when they kill a main character, everyone cry and say, yep, it's like either way, right? Let's move on and see what Charlie Taylor says. Daryl or Carl? Probably Daryl because he is Dwight now. And let's see. I don't know. Whoever dies is going to be a huge outrage. It will be, but there's, their outrage last year when Glenn and Abraham died. A lot of spoiler sites reported that, and then people continue to watch. So let's go to Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell says, if Carl dies, it'll be the most stupid thing for the show to do. Even if you dislike Carl, it's hard to deny that getting rid of him. I agree with that 100%. So you know what? I'm going to give you a thumbs up because the arc and the things that could happen around Carl, it's hard to envision some of those things happening. I'm not saying it won't, but I'm going to give you a thumbs up for that. I do agree with that. So Lindsay says, I don't think Carl's dying. I think the mid-season finale, Carl will get badly hurt. Now, if you look at the filming schedule, it's rumored last time he was filming was around the time college would start. But we're also hearing that Carl did not go to college and he went to Los Angeles. He's working on his music career. So I know a few people chime that. Here's C. McFluffington actually says, I moved to LA to focus on music. I'm going to give you just a thumbs up because it's hard for me to say that Carl is going to die. I'm just really struggling with this. We'll revisit that. Morella says, please don't die, Carl. Xavier Gomez had some really good points here. So he says, I wish it weren't true, but if everything is lining up, it is true. So here are a few of the things. A few of his friends supposedly said he was dying. He hasn't been spotted since 8 or 9. The sites, obviously we know some of the sites that are reporting it. They also saw Chandler with the shirt covered in blood when they spotted him. And Andy said there are deaths in the season that are bigger than any season before. So you can see some of the comments to that. I like your, I'm going to actually favorite that, Xavier, because you put a lot of thought into that, so appreciate that. You can see OMG. Tim says, dude, all those deaths would be a show killer, and considering they just lost a huge amount of fans over Glenn, no way. So interesting debate going back and forth. I will slowly scroll through this because there are some more spoilers in here, and you guys can pick which ones that you want to read. I'm just going to call on several people as we go. Beverly says, Carl is the future. Well, he is in the comics, but we don't know what that future is going to look like on the TV show. If they're planning on, what would they have to do to get to the comics? 20 seasons probably to be caught up with that. I mean, they got a ways to go. Who knows, how many characters are going to last. Harley Quinn says, nope, I don't think he's going to die. Sometimes I think people from the show start rumors on fake accounts to get people riled. That does happen, and I'm not sure it happened in this case, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a thumbs up for that. I appreciate that comment. And Xavier says, it's a very good point, but considering that this info is broke by a credible spoiler site, it's hard to believe, and I would not be surprised if it does happen. I wouldn't be surprised either. So, C. McFluffington says, I'll feel better if I see him filming again. That would be a good point as well. Lynn, the Zombie Fox Meyer, says, I love the pirate story. So basically, if you watch some of my videos, I said, a nice arc for Carl would be that he gets injured. Maybe Sadiq is there for him. Sadiq takes him away, and then Sadiq is a pirate on the in the comic book. So maybe Sadiq knows someone, and he pulls Carl away, and that's why we don't see him filming through the time skip. So Dylan says the channel is lit. So thank you, appreciate that as well. Whoa, you get a thumbs up for that. Dolores says, Carl's not going to die. That'll be where in the comics Shiva saves Ezekiel. Yes, but, you know, it goes back to the comics when people said that Abraham was going to die, and Abraham didn't die, and it was Denise. And then when Abraham was at the lineup, people said, oh, Abraham's going to make it all-out war because Kirkman said he regretted killing him, and then Abraham actually died at the Negan scene. So you can't really go by what is supposed to happen. So we know that. Let's go to Leslie Lawrenson. I don't think they'll kill off Carl. So a lot of people are saying they don't agree with this rumor. I hope it's just a rumor. I hope you guys are right. I'd love to see Carl around for a little while. Let's go down to Phantom Skill says, I'm literally going to stop watching the show if he dies. And, you know, Gerard says it's stupid to stop watching a show for the characters. And I'm not going to go as far as to say it's stupid, but we do watch these shows for the characters. I mean, the character is what really, a lot of times the character development sucks you in a little bit more than the comic, at least in my opinion. So I don't think people are going to stop watching. I think it's just a threat, but, you know, it's already been filmed, so your threat really doesn't matter. I mean, it's just the reality. Shockwave has a very strong reaction there. We will skip through that. I love your channel, and I feel the same way. Thank you, Heather Miller. Appreciate that. I already gave you a thumbs up for that, though. Oh, you know what? I'll unthumb it, and I'll give you another thumbs up. There you go. Pudo, let's see. I don't know what I even want to happen to him because on one side his death is probably the biggest the show will have, and the other could impact. It's a great point. I mean, Carl has been there for so long, and whether you like him or you don't like him, the impact he'd have is just tremendous. He's alive in the comics, so I'm sure it's not him. We talked about that. Things happen a little bit differently, but thanks for your comment. I'll go ahead and give you a thumbs up. Don't have to agree with it, but I do like the passion. So, Steph the Cuervo Queen says, okay, we know from the comics someone's going to leave to become a pirate. What if it's two? Michonne and Carl? You know what? It's an interesting possibility. Let's give you a thumbs up for that. I don't think it's as likely because I don't think they can just take a lot of characters off the show, but I do appreciate the comment. He'd finally be able to cut his hair. Absolutely. Carl will not die. Let's see. Let's scroll through. Cameron's just like, wow. You know what? That's what I said when I first heard it too. So I give you that. His name is not Sadiq. It probably is not Sadiq in the TV show. We'll find out a little bit later, but you get the idea. I mean, guys, don't just argue and troll just for the sake of doing it. I mean, we get it. Let's see. I love 999. He's one of the people that gets to the point. Thank you, King. You get a thumbs up for that. Westwick says, I can't believe the whole pirate thing. It'd be okay. Let's see. In the comic book, Michonne isn't dying either, and neither is Carl, Gabrielle, Morgan, Rosita, Tara. Wait. Oh, either Carl, Gabrielle, Father Gabe, Morgan, Rosita, Tara are more likely to die before. So I'm not sure I agree with that, Westwick, but I appreciate the comment. Thanks for that. Because maybe it's more likely they would die before Carl, but it is seeming a little bit more real. Eddie says about time. You know what? Give you a thumbs. I like Carl. You don't have to like Carl. I'll give you a thumbs up just for being honest. Is this actually true? Good question. Who is this Sadiq guy? Is he a bad character? We don't know. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a bad dude. I actually think he's going to be very helpful. Carl gets badly injured and the Kingdom Doctor helps him after mid-season finale. You know what? Possibility. Let's give you a thumbs up. And Rick becomes Muslim. Probably, I don't know if religion's going to be a very strong factor in The Walking Dead. If Carl dies, Rick kills himself, so no. You know what? I don't think he will, but I think he will be so upset. His character should be so upset. I'm not going to get worked up on that again. Because as I said before, if Carl dies and Rick doesn't, I'm not saying Rick will kill himself, but if Rick doesn't kill Negan or kill someone, I think it's bad writing. Just for him to move on. Clementine better than Carl. Yeah, you get a thumbs up for that. Carl not going to die. Let's see. It's Father G that dies. It could be. They're showing a lot of Father G. The grave sites were confirmed to be Glenn and Abraham's. I didn't hear the confirmation, but I thought they were Glenn and Abraham's too. So, Gung Ho says, Mercy versus Wrath is not about killing Negan. You know what? I'm skipping over the dumpster site comments. Let's see. Andrew says he's not going to die. Let's see. Alfie Jones says, you're right about Abraham, which is a shame. I hope you're right about Carl. He needs to go. Okay. Well, you're honest. Yuki says, Carl's stupid. I hate him. I don't hate him, but you have a right to your opinion. See, and this is what I'm doing. I'm not just going to give people thumbs up that just agree with me. I'm going to give you thumbs up if I think that it's something that you put a little thought into, or you're passionate about, or you believe in it. So let's see. Steven, I believe Carl is going to leave because Rick shows mercy on Negan. I like that. Carl should have died being shot. You're absolutely right. Carl's dodged too many bullets. Actually, you know what? I don't think Carl's ever dodged a bullet. He's actually taken a bullet multiple times. But yeah, he's due. Maybe that's why they won't shoot him. If they do kill him, they're going to stab him because they figure Carl can live through any bullet, but can he live through a knife? Somebody should have typed that as a comment. He's had so many close calls. There you go. Little Rink says Carl's not dying. Let's see. I hope you are correct. Killing Carl would be foolish. It would be, yeah, and I said it would be foolish to kill him, so I do agree with that. Won't happen. We saw him in the future scene. P. Diddy, I'm going to disagree with that because I think the future scene showed him and Judith in the future and showed Carl and Michonne younger. So I could see Carl and something happening to Carl and Michonne. I could see it either way. Cameron says Carl isn't going to die. Nurse Ball says, here's my 2 cents for what it's worth. I think AMC and the writers and actors are over the informant. So they're talking about sometimes people plant spies in there. So, yeah, it's very possible. I believe the comic show are 2 different things entirely. Yep, absolutely. That point needs to hit home. I don't think and hope so. I don't think Sadiq is a killer either. B. Smur says it's going to be Judith. I am hearing some rumors that maybe Michonne is running with Judith or Carl's running with Judith, but we'll see. IMBD, yeah, that doesn't matter. Yep, and these are comments on the video, so I said, maybe, there are rumors it could be 2 different graves out there. So, Emmy says, I think the graves are still Glenn and Abraham's. I agree with that. No, not Coral. Yep. They're saying they haven't seen him filming since August. I know because college starts at the end of August, and that would explain his absence on the set, right? Maybe, but rumor is he's not going to college either. So I don't know. I got to look this up. Can we have I said we would debate it, but no, I'm not even reading that. You guys can read that on your own. Clever, though. Tammy said she heard it was Judith that dies. That would be huge. That would be a huge death. But let's keep it and talk about it. And Grimes Girl says, I swear if they die, I will sue AMC. That is definitely some passion. So thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate all the interaction. You guys really make the 999 Gaming channel and the 999 Spoiler channel. So if you want to be involved in a future video and if you want your comments included, then make sure to get over there and leave a lot of comments. My name is Killshot. This is 999 Spoilers, and I will talk to y'all soon. Live streams, get in those live streams, everybody, because we're doing a lot of very, very good fan debate. We'll have spoilers, and we'll also have reactions after The Walking Dead. Peace.